And the reason for whatever sort of action that has not been disclosed due to this rapid introduction of the video is that you are too reflective of modern urban life, of which is especially invested in urban youth.
That is indeed correct, my good sir. And even with the facts that I have just dictated, the scandalous female homo sapiens that will perform any sort of action to acquire sexual intercourse are currently producing spontaneous sounds and movements of their faces indicating lively and contempt amusement, as if my collection of facts are very well comedically causing laughter from their voice boxes.
She is primarily stating the fact toward the assembled crowd of spectators currently observing this session of your talk show program, further implying that they are producing spontaneous sounds and movements of their faces indicating lively and contempt amusement due to the recent tramplings of my own daughter.
I must apologize, as I am sort of confused towards the ramblings that you have just vocalized. I must inquire you to state a clarification to seek truth if you indeed have vocalized that the scandalous female homo sapiens who will perform any sort of action to acquire sexual intercourse are currently producing spontaneous sounds and movements of their faces indicating contempt and lively amusement.
That is indeed correct, my good sir.
So I must assume, due to your repetitious confirmations, that the assembled crowd of spectators that are currently observing this session of my talk show program are all a collection of scandalous female homo sapiens that will perform any sort of action to acquire sexual intercourse. Am I correct?
That is indeed correct, my good sir. I must ask of you to take me into your possession by forceful actions within the boundaries of the natural external environment that surround the residential habitats. How would that compromise best suit you?
Interjection used to express confusion, and is also a verbal inquiry for you to reiterate your previous rambling.
I must ask of you to take me into your possession by forceful actions within the boundaries of the natural external environment that surround the residential habitats. How would that compromise best suit you?
What does that peculiar phrase that you have just vocalized exactly intend to convey?
This phrase I have just vocalized intends to convey the same meaning itself of what I had just previously vocalized.
I have to apologize for my daughter's previous retarded reply, for you see it intends to convey the fact that you are suggested to travel towards her presence within the natural external environment that surrounds the residential habitats, and then under those actions that have been met in accordance with her request, she will then perform those undisclosed actions which she is obligated to do. That certain definition of the peculiar phrase she intends to convey is what she is vocalizing about. All of this certain behavior you are currently observing. All of this certain behavior you are currently observing. However, are you not visually grasping of what is occurring at this moment? This is all the lower part of the Homo sapien face. This is the lower part of the Homo sapien face.
Are you fairly open to the idea of resolving this sort of situation within the boundaries of the natural external environment that surround the residential habitats? Because I do have a valid assumption that the staff in this establishment can allow devices for recording visual images to be brought within the boundaries of the natural external environment that surround the residential habitats.
Oh, is that so? Because I have a valid assumption that I have just thrown or tossed you in a light brisk motion.
Would you care to repeat that sort of action you have assumed to have performed towards me?
Do not designate an assertive approaching towards me. Please, I ask of you to not do that action, as this certain establishment we are currently standing in is not served best for your behavior that you wish to act upon.
I must require you to plant your gluteus maximus upon any chair that is in proximity of your presence. I must
require you to plant your gluteus maximus upon any chair that is in proximity of your presence.
I will without any sort of hesitation confirm to your request of action.
I must require you to plant your gluteus maximus upon any chair that is in proximity of your presence.
I ask of you to throw or toss me in a light brisk motion at this current moment.